Idiot. Did you really think I'd give up everything for you? Laughing in Larissa's face, he tossed money at her for an abortion and ordered her to leave the city. Years later, when they met again, he thought he could mock her once more, but this time he paid bitterly for his cruelty. Welcome. Family is not always the picture-perfect idol shown in commercials. Let's be honest about what it can really be, sweetheart. You're not a child anymore, you're pregnant. How could this be poisoning? Almost 12 weeks already. Don't tell me you truly didn't know? Larissa shook her head in terror and began collapsing to the floor. Strong arms of a nurse caught her just in time, held smelling salts beneath her nose, and pressed a glass of water into her hand. Come on now, we don't need fainting fits here. As soon as she felt a little better, Laura left the hospital, but she had no idea where to go. Home was impossible. Her parents would hardly greet such news with kindness. In the dormitory, her neighbors already whispered behind her back about her constant nausea. No doubt, the warden had been informed. Listen, Larissa, this is an educational institution, no children allowed. The woman barked, sneering in a way that made it clear she had suspected all along. Larissa tried to tell herself she had been careful. She hadn't planned it. She hadn't thought about anything, really. All she could think of was Gina, his arms that held her so tightly, as if never to let go. He was older, convincing her there was nothing to worry about, painting bright pictures of a shared future where they were a family. She believed him. She dreamed of the day she would graduate and be free. Gina promised to help her find work, promised that his apartment would soon be vacant, promised he would take her to live with him, and that their wedding would make everyone envious. You'll be the most beautiful bride, he told her. I'll take you to meet my parents. You'll see, my mother is kind, my father strict, but they'll welcome you and love you. Just 1 year of study remained. She counted down the days on the calendar. She had even introduced Gina to her parents, presenting him as her fiancé. But her mother disapproved. Daughter, he's older than you. What is it about him? Gifts, a car, money. Couldn't you find someone decent your own age? And why rush? Life is only beginning. But Larissa didn't want anyone else. To her, Gina was the only man who mattered, the light in her window, the one she believed she could spend her life with. She wasn't good at expressing herself, so she snapped back at her mother to keep the last word. Then she even quarreled with Gina, because he had defended her parents. They're your only parents, he reminded her gently. They worry about you. One day you'll be a mother too, and you'll worry for your child in the same way. He always knew how to soothe her. She trusted him, and so he was the first person she went to when she learned of her pregnancy. He opened the door but didn't let her inside. Instead, he turned her by the shoulders and led her out to the yard. Why are you here unannounced? Her fingers clutched his shirt. She tried to smile through her nausea and weakness, then sat down on a bench so she wouldn't fall. So, why did you come, Larissa? Speak quickly, I'm busy. She nodded and searched her bag for the ultrasound image the hospital had given her. What are you fumbling for? Out with it already. I don't have time to wait for you to grow a backbone. The bag slipped from her hands to the ground. Just then, a balcony door banged open upstairs, and a child's voice called, Dad, are you coming? Mom says lunch is ready. Larissa froze. Gina's casual reply struck her like a blow. Soon. Go ahead, don't wait for me. She picked up her bag. Gina, how can this be? I came to tell you I'm expecting. You said. She stopped. His eyes held something she had never seen before, mockery. You really didn't know? I never even hid that I have a family. Don't tell me you're that stupid. She was speechless. Idiot. Did you think I'd leave everything for you? Not a chance. And I don't want this child either. Get rid of it. Laughing again in her face, he threw money at her for an abortion. Take care of your little problem, and don't let me see you again, not here, not in this city. Go back to your parents. He turned and walked away, waving to the girl who peered from the window, waiting for her father to come home. Larissa stood, clutching the money with a broken heart. At home, her mother only sighed and put the kettle on, while her father patted her shoulder. "It's all right, dear. Life brings all sorts of trials. We'll raise the child ourselves." And they did. She gave birth to a green-eyed boy, lively and restless. Though exhaustion often made her fall asleep on her feet, she managed to finish her degree. Her parents helped care for their grandson without a single reproach. When her son started kindergarten, life grew easier. She even found work, and there she met André. A serious man with sorrowful eyes, he patiently won her trust and her family's acceptance. Eventually, they married. They moved into their own place, building a life full of love, support, and understanding. André knew her past and swore he would never treat her the way Gina had. Slowly, she believed him, let go of her fears, and allowed herself to live and to love. She even agreed to a second child, something both her husband and son had long wished for. On the day of her scheduled checkup, her husband couldn't make it on time, so they arranged to meet at the hospital. "Mom, let me come with you," her son offered, and she agreed, but there, in the waiting room, she saw him and Gina. He was holding the arm of a young woman who looked tired and unwell. Their eyes met. He glanced at her rounded belly and smirked. "Still haven't learned, I see. Pregnant again, what, by another smooth talker?" Her son heard everything. He didn't like the way this stranger spoke to his mother. Tugging her behind him, he faced Gina. "Mister, what gives you the right to speak to my mother like that?" His voice cracked with youth, but his words were firm. Gina only sneered. "Haven't your parents taught you it's rude to interfere in adult conversations? Where are they? Go back to them." Larissa pulled at her son's hand. "Let it go, darling. Let him say what he wants." But then Gina's face paled. He had just realized who stood before him, his son. "So, you decided to keep him after all." The boy wasn't stupid. He knew the story of his birth, and he quickly recognized the resemblance. "Yes, my mother gave me life, and I'm grateful. What about you? Brought another girl here for an abortion? You never change. Does she even know you're married, with grown children? How old are they now? Older than me, aren't they?" The boy's voice carried through the corridor. The young woman overheard every word. Gina flushed crimson, fists clenching. "You little brat." He swung his arm. But before the blow landed, a strong man caught his wrist. "Lay a finger on my son, and I'll smash you against this wall." Gina recoiled. "Your son? He's mine." The man snorted. "Yours? You're nothing but a breeding bull. Fathers don't abandon their children." Gina tried to retort, but the young woman approached and slapped him so hard the sound echoed down the hall. "Today your wife will learn everything." She stormed out. He started to chase after her, but the man blocked his way. "Where do you think you're going? Afraid now, are you, that your wife will hear the truth?" Gina shoved past and fled. To whom, no one knew, wife or mistresses later, Larissa scolded her son for speaking out so publicly. But he only shrugged. "Mom, I'm ashamed too. But he insulted you, and he's still deceiving women like you once were. He got what he deserved." She couldn't fully agree, but she also couldn't be angry. Her boy had defended her like a true man. They agreed to let the matter rest, but Gina would not forget it soon. His mistress did tell his wife, and she wasn't even pregnant after all. Both women left him, so, at the end of his youth, he was left completely alone. Yes, he had children, a wife, and even a few women, but no one needed him anymore. No one forgave him. Did this story strike a chord with you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means a lot to us. Don't forget to hit the bell to be the first to see new episodes. Cherish your loved ones, and be happy.